Hi YouTube, this is CaliStar3. I'm here again. I usually don't make a lot of videos unless I really have something to say. And I was watching StephsTooDef's video called A Love-Hate Relationship with Demon Souls. I believe that's the name of the game. And she said something in the middle of the video that really struck a chord with me because it's something that I've always said since I was little about gaming. And she kind of put the question out there like, do I suck at gaming? Am I just that bad of a gamer? Basically around those lines. And I ask that question a lot because sometimes I die a million times and I'm wondering what is wrong with me. I'm the one in control of the controller. Why can't I get the man to jump over the moon or whatever the obstacle may be? So just in reference to her frustrations with this game, I thought of some things that she could think about that sometimes I think about when I'm gaming. So I wrote it down. Hold on. Okay. So first of all, I guess Steph, you were saying, I should talk to you because this video is for you. Steph, you were saying that you don't know what you're doing. And I've been there before where I just don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do, what path I'm supposed to take, how am I supposed to kick, what button do I kick with or punch with or pick up a rod with or whatever it may be. Sometimes games do that to us where you just go in and you're like, I don't know what to do, you're just throwing me into this. But sometimes what I do is I start from scratch. I start from the very beginning. If there's a tutorial that I missed, I search through the game. Maybe there's a tutorial in there that I can look at. I go on the website. Sometimes I get a strategy guide. Sometimes I do. Some people don't agree with that all the time, like for certain games. But this may be one of those games. A strategy guide may be helpful. Talking with friends, going on different forums to talk about the game, and maybe somebody might mention something that may be helpful. So that's one thing that you can do is basically start from the beginning, learn the basics all over again like it's a brand new game that you just popped open. All right. 2, the game just might be that difficult. It just may be. It may not be you. It could be the game. Because some games are just like that, are just brutally punishing. And you're like, I don't understand how I can't beat this. So it could be the game. It could be the nature of the game. I compare it to almost like math. Sometimes with math, sometimes some people get it. And then there's a whole bunch of us that just don't. We just don't get it. And it could be one of those issues, one of those kind of games. Either you get it or you don't. Certain games aren't for everyone. That's another thing. Certain games aren't for everyone. So it's up to you if you want to go for that challenge or just put it on the shelf and that'll be part of your collection. It's up to you. It's up to you. 2, it could just not be your time right now to beat that game. I don't know if you can understand that, but just like my mom, she shops. And sometimes she shops and she'll have a blazer that she bought from another state somewhere 10 years ago. And she'll bring it out like it's brand new. And you like, where'd you get that from? Oh, I got this from the so-and-so when we went down to... And I'm like, who keeps an article of clothing that long and doesn't use it? But that could be just the way this game is. Maybe if you did put it on the shelf and played another game that you could beat or what have you, beat it, something that has a challenge and you beat it and then you come back to it, that may help because you're kind of like in the mode, you've been beating it, going through the levels, and maybe you can continue that same momentum going into Demon Souls. So maybe it just may not be your time to beat it at the moment. I've had games where I would play it for 2 days and then I'll put it on the shelf, and then months later I'll play it and it's almost like brand new, and I'll beat it within a week. So it just depends on the timing. That could also be why you're not beating it. I don't know. Another one, your environment. Maybe for some reason with this game you can't play it in the dark. Maybe it's too scary and you're just not noticing it, or maybe it's too bright in your room, or maybe your room is too small that you play the game in. Maybe your gaming area is too small, or I don't know. That could be another reason why. I don't know. I'm just putting things out there. Maybe it's too noisy. Sometimes maybe it's too quiet. Play some music in the background while you play. I don't know. Sometimes that helps me. I don't know. Or changing rooms. Sometimes changing rooms help. I'm really into handhelds, so sitting in front of a TV is not really my cup of tea. So I'm able to jump around from room to room. But maybe you need to put your PlayStation in another room. That might help. I don't know. Let me see. Turn the page here. Oh, there could be too much on your mind. This problem really, I had this problem mainly when I was in school. And I think you're in school. I think you mentioned you going to school. And then I think you mentioned having your son and a husband. You're a mother. You're a wife. You're in school. You got to work. You got too much on your mind. I noticed that a lot with school. Like sometimes when I was in school, I was not gaming as much because I had 10 million other things in my head. Papers that are due, professors that I need to talk to, clubs that I'm in, traveling dates because I was in a choir and we would travel. So there was a lot of things on my mind. And then to play a video game, as unfortunate as it sounds, that went on the back burner for a little while. So sometimes I would actually play a video game to clear my mind because it's not part of what I'm dealing with in my life. And I think that's the fun of gaming. But man, like with school, that was hard. And if you have all those other things on your plate, that could be another thing that is aiding the frustration, I should say. So that's another thing to think about. Also, and this is funny to me because just like the title of this video says, it says, I suck at gaming, but I love it. We don't game always just to beat it. We game because it's fun. It's enjoyable. And if you're not enjoying it, I think you should just put it down, just let it go, and maybe you'll get back to it and it'll be enjoyable. But you may just be like me. I say I suck at gaming and I love it. Embrace it. But I don't think you're like that. But embrace it if that's the reason. All right? I'm the kind of gamer, and this is just a little tidbit about me. Sometimes I feel like I really suck. Like I can beat games. I could, play games sometimes really good. Sometimes I'm wondering why aren't I doing what I think in my head I should be doing on the screen or what have you. And that's just the way it is. I'll tell you experience. When my brother came down around the time of the hurricane, he came down from New York and he saw that I had Super Mario Galaxy 2. And I kind of stopped playing it. I had about 70 stars, and I kind of just stopped playing it. And he was like, oh, we got to get all the stars. We got to go in order and get all the ones in between that you didn't get. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I jump around. I don't care. And he was like, getting the stars, like, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, it took me, I can't stand the phone. That just ruined my video. And it's taking me forever. Got to this one, the prankster stars always get me. And I had to go through this one level under 21 seconds or something like that. So I'm racing the clock. I'm going through. I see the star in the distance. I see it. And look, this is Mario. Right? This is the star. This is the star, right? There's 3 seconds left on the clock. And ooh, nope, ooh, nope, ooh. Game over. I could not believe it. Like, all that time, I went through that level 5-6 times, and I get to the star with 3 seconds left. I'm underneath the star, and I can't even jump and get the star. Are you serious? So sometimes gaming is like that. But you know, I went back on that level, and I did it, and I got the star. Yes, it took me 1,000 deaths, 1,000 times to get there, but I did it. And that's the whole point of gaming, because you're happy once you get the star or once you pass the level. So just have fun. Yeah. All right. That's it. That's all I gotta say. But I hope that it helps you in any kind of way. Maybe some of those things are things that you need to think about when dealing with this particular game. All right. That's that on that. Love y'all. Cali Star 3 is out.